to Piano Video Lessons Year 1 Unit 2. Today's lesson is lesson 14 or video number 30 on YouTube. Please join us at pianovideolessons.com, linked here in the info card for all of the lesson printables as well as the lesson index. Today we're going to be learning a piece of music called Windchimes. And now in order to play this piece we do need to remember the notes we learned in our last lesson, so let's just quickly review those. In the treble clef, we had our landmark note treble C in the third space up, and then just in the line below, on the middle line, we had the note B. So here's treble C and the note B. And it's on the third line of the treble staff. And we also learned in the bass staff, we learned that we had our landmark note bass C, and on the line above it, we learned the note middle D. So this note is on the middle line. Alright, so knowing those two notes, we're going to be just fine going ahead with this piece called Windchimes. Now this one is not as tricky as Ode to Joy, but it is very fun to play. So we're going to have a quick look at this piece and see what types of information we can get from it. Again, we have 4 counts in each measure. This is going to change at some point. All of the pieces we've been learning so far have been in 4/4 time, but there are other time signatures that have you counting to different numbers. But for now, still counting to 4. The first line is marked as piano, so we're going to be playing this piece gently, and I'm looking through the piece for more dynamic marks, and there are none. So we're going to play this entire piece in a gentle manner. We're going to start off with left hand finger 5 on this landmark note. We're going to be playing neighbor, neighbor, skip. Then we're going to be starting off with right hand finger 1 on this landmark note, and we're going to go from line to space to line, so those are neighbors, and then from line to line, so that's a skip. Now it says here, cross the left hand over, and so left hand finger 2 is going to play this landmark note, and then left hand finger 3 is going to play the note below it. So I'm going to demonstrate this first line for you. I'm going to begin left hand playing quietly with 5 on landmark C in bass staff. C, neighbor, neighbor, skip. C, neighbor, neighbor, skip. 2 goes over to the landmark 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that a little more slowly. We're going to start on C, go up a neighbor, that's to the line note. Going from line to space is a neighbor, and then skipping from space to space takes me to my thumb. So from my 3 to my thumb here. Then I'm going to start with my 1 on C, and I'm going to go to the neighbor, space, to the line, neighbor. Now line to line is skip. Now left hand finger 2 is going to cross up over. Hey, my pencil keeps going for a ride. Here we go. Left hand finger 2, got it, on the landmark note here, which is treble C. So I'm crossing my hand over, hold. Now my finger 3 is going to go down 1 note and play B. 2, 3, 4. So these 2 lines, if you look, you'll see that this pattern is identical to the previous line. So we can do the same thing again and have this line perfectly. So the last line begins playing on line 2. That's a landmark note. You can check back here and find it on the previous chart, line 2 of treble clef. That makes it treble G, or if you want to use your chart here to figure that out, you can. Hopefully soon you're remembering these notes without checking them, but that's okay if you do need to. Do check it. So here we have line 2, G going down to a neighbor, and then skipping down to C. So G, neighbor, neighbor, skip, and then left hand, thumb on the top space. We've been playing this note before, but it is 1 note above our landmark F. So here we have G, neighbor, 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 C, 2, 3, 4. So we went down every single finger here, all 5 of them, and then we finish with finger 3 in the right hand on the third space, and that's a landmark note. So we have treble C. So let's play the whole piece from the beginning, nice and steady. Here we go. C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should practice this piece until you can play it with a nice steady beat the whole way through. You really want to look out for these patterns. You want to look out for the skips that happen after the third note in these measures, and you want to look out for a skip here after the third note, and then notice here that there are no skips at all. Practice this piece by counting out loud, saying the note names, saying the skips and neighbors, and then play it just listening to the beautiful sound that the piece is making. All right, join me in lesson 15, where we're going to do some ear training to help develop your ear and your ability to connect the sounds of music with what you're hearing. All right, we'll see you in the next lesson.